Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Longhorns offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And, David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one.
And he breaks into the open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped him. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. He unleashes a long one. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Runs through the tackle. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, hit, looking deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up. The Bulldogs offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. It's McDaniel. Setting up the screen. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Movement here from the tight end. They'll go to the ground. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. Throws to the tight end. Picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Looking to buy time. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Now the pitch. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They're trying to get to him. He's got an open man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd? Absolutely bananas. Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
This is a point where you've just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Going to try to get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll leave it with the lone back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. from the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns! And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
7, Georgia, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
It's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. That's not at all where he intended to go with the ball on 3rd and long, but it worked out beautifully.
And the frustrating thing, Reese, is from a defensive perspective, I want you to throw it to the running back. I don't want to take away the main targets, the ballers on the outside. You do what I want you to do, and you still make the big play, get the huge first down on 3rd and long.
Got a man. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Off play action on 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, that's the corner's 2nd sack of the game now, and he's doing a great job at the line of scrimmage, not telegraphing that he's blitzing. He's keeping his eyes on the receiver. Right when the ball is snapped, he uses his speed to get in the backfield to bring the quarterback down.
Off the play fake. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Georgia sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. 1st down here for the offense. On the run, it's Fernandez. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Fuller. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 3rd and short now, they snap it from their own 46. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Newton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Scrambling away. He'll turn it loose out to the right. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Texas! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play.
Oh, look out. There he goes. At the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's McIntyre. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Quarterback on the keeper. Still running at the 40. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The ball carried by the quarterback. Also 4 on the play.
Georgia lining up to punt it away.
16 on to kick it away.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Texas offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollack.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Still on his feet at the 45. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Going to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he got loose, it was all over. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 5 over Ole Miss. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Fast motion from the offense. Off the boot, looking for his man. Extending the play. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Lost, the defense is wide open. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Motion from the offense. To the air, it's McDaniel. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He caught it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
What a throw by the QB. You think you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to out, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas! With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
He's going to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got room at the 35. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Fighting off the defender. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He caught it. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the route is on. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's McDaniel. He looks that one in nicely. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Move the chains with that completion now on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Firing to the right, complete. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. Now on 1st down from the 43. The aerial assault continues. It's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Open space at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on 1st down. Lets it fly. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Moving away from pressure. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And the stomping has commenced. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
We're at the